Hello, everybody.
Hello. Hello, Lily. God bless you.
I found it difficult tonight to come through. I think you've been talking so much. You've all been so serious, and you mustn't be so serious, because you've got to has what you call it, jolly good fun.
Yeah.
But you've coming up to the Christmas times, and that's when you will have the fun. He knows. And often becomes down to the earth plane at the Christmas time, then be looked in on the families, and then be tries to make the children happy. But sometimes the children, they get so they tired, and the mothers do not realise that they've got tired, and that they ought to go to bed. and sometimes they get cross, and then they break the things that they had in their stockings, and then there's more tears. We see that sometimes, but we do not like that. That then comes into the family and tries to cheer them up and make them happy again. And there's, what you calls it, lots of the magic round about the Christmas time. And you find that there will be some of the peoples that says that they don't like Christmas, but when it comes, they likes it. And now you's all able to join in the Christmas. If you's on alone, then you's got the Christmas comings on the, what you calls it, the television. Then I was on the earth plane. The Christmas was very, very solemn, because we've got to go to the church in the morning, and then we've got to go again in the afternoon, and then we've got to go again in the evening. And that was it's so different nowadays from what it was when I was on the earth plane. And because now I comes to the earth plane to see the things that's happening, and then I thinks back to when I was on the earth plane, and I see the difference that there is in lots and lots of ways. In some ways, the world today is not the same as it was when I was on when I was a little girl, because the things says all altered. So that's what you calls it, the 2 world wars, since I was on the earth plane, and Sue's found lots and lots of things that we didn't know anything about. But when I got to the spirit world, then I begins to see all the things, and the things that you's getting to know nowadays, they's the things that I knew when I went to the earth plane, to the spirit world. I was getting muddled up, and that's not the right things for me to do. But it's a job to find the words to put in. I'm still getting muddled. To put into words what I thinks and what I feels. But I'm very happy to be in the circle here, and I want to give you all my love, and I want to tell you that the things are, what's my needy gets of the words? God is working his purpose out, as year succeeds to year. And that's what you've got to think. He knows that there's lots of things on the earth plane that you do not like, and sometimes you's a little bit down. You thinks, it's a dreadful world, and you hopes that you will never see it again when you leaves it, and you thinks that the world will be coming to an end. But B tells you that you only knows the bad things, you do not know the good things that happens. And B goes round, and B sees the good things as well as the bad things. And B knows that the world will not come to an end, and there will not be, what you calls it, the devastation that sometimes you think that there will be. We think that it's a very, very good for the world that people's beginning to realise that there's got to be the changes, and there's got to be the, I know it's not that word, controls. Because you cannot go on using up all the resources of the world, because if you do that, you will find that there will not be the world, but it will not happen. That's what he tells you. And you've got to be, I know it's not that word, optimistic. But we know that it will be very, very difficult, because he wants to says, we said this lots of times, but he says it once again, that you've got to give the good news, you've not got to pass on the bad news all the time, like your papers and television and wireless does. They picks up all the bad news and they tells everybody that everything's bad and everything's going to get worse. And B tells you that it will not get the worse. It will be the little while yet before the things start getting better. But the fact that the people begins to understand, that is a good sign, and that's what will grows, and that's why he tells you that the things will improve. I was getting quite to talk, hadn't I? It's like, I feel, what you call it, a professor, to give the lecture to the peoples, but you do not argue back. And some days he's going to let you ask the questions, and then we will do our best to answer them. But I've got to let my lady realise that they will be able to do that through her. She does not think that they can at the moment. She's still got all the little doubts in the mind, and that's stupid, because she knows that B comes, and then B comes, although B uses what's in the mind, B puts our own interpretation on it. So there will not be very long before she does. And the monster says to tell what you call him, Sir Brian, that he's got to let his other guides come through and speaks, because they wants to talk as well. And he's got to do the work. And for the gentleman, you thinks that you's not getting any things and you's not doing any things, but you's doing very, very good work. And there will be your, what you call him, the monk? There will be the monk that will comes and speaks, and we want you to let him speaks. We want you to, what you calls it, to start saying the first few words that comes into your mind, and then they will carry on from that. That's the way. Brother Simon, he's going to let you know. You sees him. And you do not think that you sees him, but you do. And so you feels him, and sometimes you do not let him feel it. And for the lady, he wants to tell you that you will be doing the work later on, but you know that you've chosen to have the little baby, and when you have the little baby, that will be the most important thing for the first few years. But then the baby, what you calls it? No, I do not like that. That's not right. You do not say that. Then you's able to give the baby. No, you will not have to wait till the baby grows up before you have the time to do the things. You will find that you will be working for spirit, and then the baby gets a little bit towards growing up. You follow?
Yes, I do.
He tries to put it into words. So he says when the baby's offhand, but that's not the right words. He do not like that, because who knows that's offhand means that you do not care, and that will not be the right thing to do. So that's what he tells you. And for the lady there, he wants to tell you that he's trying to help with the back trouble, and he knows you very much better. And you must not think that because you're not picking up the things, that you're not working for spirit. Because the work that you're doing with the children is very, very important. You're giving them the standards, and that's what they will need through all their lives. It's most important that you give the good standards, and that's what you're able to do. And for the other lady, you're beginning to see the things. You see lots more than you says. And you sees the things at home, he knows. And he knows that you're making the contact with the spirit, and that it will give you very, very great happiness. So that's what he wants to tell you. He knows there's lots of things that he knows, but some things he's not able to say at the moment. So now I just says, good night, and God bless you all. God bless you.
God bless you.